Good morning. You are listening to Community Heartbeat presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. Not just a show, this is a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness, keeping your heart pumping with positivity. Happy Friday morning. I'm Ebony Ssali. Let's go on a journey, shall we, this morning? Listen, the week has been weeking, the month has been monthing, this year has been yearing. But I hope that no matter what you are doing, you are taking care of self, taking care of those around you and those that you love. Y'all, it's Community Health Fair Week. How y'all feeling here this morning? How you feeling this morning?
I'm okay. I'm
You
okay.
good?
I'm
Like
doing
for real,
good.
for real.
Oh yeah, I'm
So
doing
you know how
good.
people will ask, how are you?
I'm all
And then
right.
like, how are you? Like, so I like to ask, how you feeling? How
I'm,
you
I'm
feeling this
feeling
morning?
good.
I mean, the sun is out. Listen, let me introduce my whole spiel to you, right? We got Clark in the building. We got Byron in the building. I'm feeling new. I'm feeling
You got one
refreshed. We
person.
got a dynamic. Well, listen, Debo is like he is like a classic car. You know, it's there, it's on showcase. You know it's there. It's in the glass. You
Yep.
and Debo is in the building. I sure appreciate y'all this morning. But I like to ask how you feeling because I feel like we got a lot going on in life. Um, the politic scene is the political scene is crazy. Everything feels like it's crazy. Gas is high, rent is high. But in the midst of all that, I hope that you're finding joy. So let me ask, do you feel joy this morning? Like joy? Y'all feeling like joy? Are you feeling
I
joyful
don't think
today?
so.
Till I walked in and started with all my night. Well, that's important. Listen, when we get into like recognition, we get into feeling special. When we get into how we show up, all of that's important. So I'm gonna weave this all together in a beautiful little tapestry. But how are you, Milwaukee? Just in the midst of everything that's going on, I hope that you're finding some joy. Hope that you're finding some peace. Hope that you're sleeping well at night because all of that contributes to good health, quality health. So I mentioned that our big health fair is tomorrow. So coming up, we've got two folks in the studio to talk about the impact that we hope to be making with the health fair this year. We have been running like crazy to make sure that we have quality resources for you. You get to come out and meet the physicians. You get to come out and say hey to me. NOV will be broadcasting live from the fair. So it's a family friendly time, music, food, school supplies. Come out and see us at 220 West Capitol Drive from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Raffles every hour on the hour. So again, come out and see us. It is going to be a good time. So coordinating this event has actually not only tested me professionally in a good way, of course. Sometimes you got to flex your muscle to make sure you still got it, but also kind of warmed my heart. So I am huge on teamwork. I believe that that's a principle that in order for you to have a vision and carry out the vision, you need to have a team that's working with you. So let me just pause here and say how grateful I am for the outreach team, for each and every member of our medical team, of our pharmacy team, dental team, and just the team behind the scenes that keeps our show running every day. I appreciate you. So this is Ebony saying to the team, I appreciate you and thank you for everything that you're doing for our community. To our community, I want you to know that we have planned this health fair with you in mind. So sometimes you'll get opportunities where you're planning something, you're creating something, and you're just doing it to do it, right? You're just doing it to practice. This health fair is for you. So we've looked at the increased rates of hypertension in our community and put together a program for that. We have looked at increased rates of diabetes in our community, put together a program for that. Diabetes has all kinds of comorbidities. We got problems with your feet, we got problems with your eyesight. We have the resources for you there. I know that everyone's giving away backpacks this year, and I hope that the message that is carried forward in those giveaways is that we care about our babies And I hope that our babies feel, so I started the show with how you feeling. I hope that our babies feel like we are investing in their future. So we've got the backpacks. We have lead screenings. Let me repeat, we have lead screenings. So there are a limited number. We've got about 100 because it is an intensive test. 100 lead screenings. So please do me a favor. Bring your children out to be tested for lead. There is no safe amount of lead in the body, right? So we might say, oh, I got a little bit of sugar. I got just a little bit of something. There is no safe amount of lead to have in your body. So come out, get your babies tested so we can put them on a plan to get some healing going on. So we have a caller. Greetings and good morning. Welcome to Community Heartbeat.
Good morning, Miss Ebony. This is
Good
Angela.
morning, Angela. How are you? You up early. See, this sunshine got you feeling right this morning. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. God is good.
All of the time. All of
Yes,
the time.
ma'am.
Listen, you been sleeping good. You been eating good. You feeling good.
Yes, ma'am.
I
All
love.
the above.
I love. Now look, I know you and I have talked. I know what's in your calendar for tomorrow. I
You
know it.
know it.
I
You
know it.
know it.
I know it.
You
So
know it.
tell me
I'm
this.
there.
Tell me this, Angela. What are you most excited about for the fair? And what's the thing that's driving you to come out besides we get to kick it? Because we know that's on the list.
The main thing is just being around my people.
Yeah.
Getting to hang out with them and meeting new people and getting tested for like high blood pressure and you
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
eyesight. All that.
Yeah. Just to be around us, I feel like sometimes that's the healing you need. Sometimes that's the
Yes.
joy, the way you find joy. I
Right.
always joke with my family is like, the gatherings that we have as family, you gotta worry about what you're gonna bring and what you're gonna wear, how long you're gonna stay. But when you get there, it's like, man, my soul
Right.
needed it. Right.
Yes.
My soul needed it. So I'm excited
All
to
that.
see you tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. I'll be
Yeah.
there bright and early.
Yes, and I will say shout out to you, Angela, because you just make your way through. You came through to the NOV health fair, which was also a time. Listen, we had us a time.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it
We
it's
surely did.
it warms my heart to know that even from my standpoint that we don't do this for nothing. So it's touching folks, right? We're
Right.
getting through. We're
And
getting through.
you my girl, so we gotta,
You my girl, you my girl, you my girl. So I definitely look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
yes,
So we
ma'am,
get
Miss
our
Ebony.
selfie. Bring a friend or two.
I'm
We've got
bringing
the
my daughter,
okay. Hey, look, what's your daughter's name? Hey,
Camille.
friend. Hey, Camille. No,
And
it's a
Sunday my birthday, so
uh-oh. Now let me segue this. When we were at the NOV fair, our booth was really close to this vendor that had cake. Listen, this
oh
was it Annie? I think it's Annie Sweets. So correct me if
yes,
I'm wrong.
baby.
Whew.
Her
Lord
ooh
and have mercy. Lord and
listen.
have mercy. So I'm
Her I can't listen, you know what? I can't even think of what I ate, but whatever it was delicious.
listen, I was just greedy. I was just greedy. So I'm gonna find a
Man,
way to get you a birthday slice. Because
I
you
gotta have some of that oh my goodness, what was it that I ate? Peach cobbler, baby.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
I'm telling you that
Lady,
listen.
listen, that lady laid it out.
She
Do you
did.
hear
She
me?
did. I think I had
I
caramel
got mad
cake.
because it wasn't no more.
Right. We get a little
After I
feisty.
ate it,
We
right.
get a little feisty.
Right.
But it,
I
it was
got
a
upset
time.
with myself because I only bought one.
Right, right.
But
And
baby, that peach cobbler was off the chain.
I'm telling you. So shout out to Annie Sweets. Listen,
That's
in
right. Shout
moderation.
out Annie. Yes, boy.
In moderation. So I look
Yes.
forward to seeing you tomorrow, Angela. I will see you. We got again free lunch, with giveaways all over the place. So you know what to do. Come over, say
Yes,
hey, get
I'll
our
see.
selfie.
I'm gonna be there early
Indeed, indeed.
so I can kick it with you before everything gets started.
That's it. Look, now I might have you move a chair or two. No, I'm kidding. I'm
That's
kidding.
fine. Listen, Miss Ebony, if you need any help, I'm there.
No, I appreciate that. We going hard at 10 a.m. So I will see you there.
Yes,
Thank you for
ma'am.
always showing love. You know I love you,
I
and
love
we
you too.
will see you in the morning.
All right, and good morning, gentlemen.
They in here working. They in here, heads
Okay,
down working.
yeah. All right, Miss Ebony, have a blessed one.
You too. You
Yes,
too.
ma'am.
We have another caller. Greetings. And listen, y'all up early this morning. Hey, I
Good
love it.
morning.
Good
Good morning,
morning.
Miss Ebony.
How are you this morning?
I haven't got any sunshine yet, but
Uh,
I am up and well.
you better get those curtains open ASAP. ASAP. I love it. I love it. How you
Uh,
feeling this morning?
I'm doing good. I got a question about the fair
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
The my son's school was closed last semester for the lead,
Okay.
and we got him tested at Milwaukee Tech, and
Okay.
it came back fine. For
Okay.
your testing tomorrow, one, how old is the child's range, or how old should they be? And then, do they only need to be tested once, or if you could test them as many times as you can?
Yes. So I
Okay.
believe it starts at 5 or 6, if I'm not mistaken. So as long as they're older than that, we're good to go. I feel like it's like any other test. If you
Hmm.
know that there could have been some exposure in between time, come on in and get tested. So it's a free test. We log it in the state system. So it's kind of like no harm in getting it done, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Just
yeah.
wanted to make sure. And that's just
Yeah.
a finger prick.
It is a thing. I let me. You know they don't let me in the medical side. They
Oh.
they. I was like, yeah.
Well,
Then
I
it's
heard
a
you had
little.
the big office down there, so I just thought you knew
don't
everything.
don't let them hype you up. I got a little box. They keep me. They keep me in. They're no
And what
sun.
time
No.
is it tomorrow?
So from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. is the fair.
Oh, that's
But
gonna
the
be tight.
yeah,
Okay.
the lead tests are like I said, free of charge. And then we are turning around and we have another fair that's just for immunizations because August is immunization awareness month on the 20th. So if
Okay.
you can come in for a quick grab a couple goodies, get the lead test, then you can circle back and get any needed immunizations, any catch ups on August 20th, which I believe is a
Will they
Wednesday.
be doing the COVID there?
We always do the COVID. We
Okay,
always
because
do
I went to
flu.
my doctor. He said it's not in season, so they didn't have the vaccine. And I'm like, what does in season mean? So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
definitely check you out tomorrow for the lead. And thanks for
yeah,
confirming that you can have
absolutely.
them as many times as you want to, because you can
Listen, look, it's
never
like
be
all
too
those other
safe.
tests, early and often. Okay.
Thank you, Ebony. Bye bye.
Absolutely. Have a great, great day. I love it. Great questions. In addition to the, like I said, lead screening, the lead testing, get those is regularly, I would say, even as you see fit. So if your child's school is doing remediation work, it does not hurt to get the test again. We are doing, like I said, immunizations. I was going to make a note with the COVID in season. So every few months you get mutations of the strain, right? So it's just like the flu. You've got to get one every season because diseases are smart. And we're going to talk about that in just a little bit because often we shy away from getting immunizations. We shy away from taking care of our health. But I want us to know diseases are just as smart as we are, right? So it's like there's a documentary. I'm gonna go on a sidebar. Y'all stay with me. Stay with me. There's a documentary called Rats. Have any of y'all seen this documentary? Rats. Okay. It's about rats in New York City and the exterminators that go and do pest control, right? So the pest control professionals were saying that each year they have to come up with a new blend because the rats get smart enough to outsmart the traps, right? So they put cameras in, and the rats literally were taking the poison and like balling it up and throwing it away. I'm like, no way. So Google that. I think it was on Netflix sometime back. Documentary called Rats. So your diseases do the same thing. So every year, your body, you get a COVID shot, you get a flu shot. Your body's like, bet I can fight this off, but it's in there balling up the disease the next year and throwing that out. So you need a new shot because your body's smart. Okay. So every year, get your vaccinations. Don't argue with me, y'all. Don't argue with me. Get it done. Especially now that we have measles in the state. Now, another movie, so not documentary, but movie that I love is Contagion. All it takes is the right folks connected to the right places, and we all sick, right? So go get your vaccinations. Don't argue with me. Go get them. August is also a National Immunization Month. So go get those done. We have them all the time. We are taking walk-ins, but I'm gonna say that with a little caveat. You might need to schedule an appointment to come back to get a vaccination. But please do that for your big sister, little sister, cousin, play cousin Ebony. Let's keep us all safe. Some other things we still have going on at Outreach. Again, we've got the health fair tomorrow. Our CH Mason Clinic, which is a collaboration with Holy Redeemer, has a back to school fair on August 16th from noon to 3. Is it called IPAMA? What's the name, or is it just the acronym? The spot on 32nd and Hampton. So there's a center. The address is 3200 West Hampton. I have to Google the pronunciation, but it's IPAMA. I think it's IPAMA, but I could be misspeaking. There will be a back to school fair there on August 16th. We are in collaboration with them. So if you miss us tomorrow, get on over to the CH Mason Back to School Clinic. We've got immunization and vax incentives. So if I'm honest, you might be able to get yourself a little gift card too if you come in and schedule your vaccination. Again, just to keep our community healthy, keep our community well. I want you to do that. So, like I said, coming up here shortly, we will have two guests in from Outreach Community Health Centers talking about the purpose of the fair, the origin of the fair. So, where this came from, why we think this is important, some of the things that connect to the outreach mission, and then why we're here for you. So continuing to show up for that. We got our special guest, Don, will be in the building, Mr. Grill Master Extraordinaire. He is excited. I saw him running around the clinic yesterday, getting stuff together. We also have, so let me make sure my mic is on. Is my mic on? My mic sound nice? Okay. Okay. Scoot up to the radio and let me tell y'all a little something, something. Last year we had a ton of household items that you could get. So from shampoos to house cleaners to baby diapers to tennis shoes to everything. Word on the street is we got 9,000 pounds of items for you to grab tomorrow for free. Get close for free. Okay. So let me tell you what we did. We bought some shopping bags, some little totes, and we said, y'all come fill up your bags. Fill it up with produce, fresh fruit, vegetables. Fill it up with your household goods, so that you have what you need to get you through the rest of the summer, the rest of this year. Did I say for free? Did I put that little free in there? Okay. So I don't want to hear that. What had happened was I don't want to. And the early bird gets the worm. Let me just say that. So get there early, fill up your bag, get what you need. This health fair is for you. If you can't make it out tomorrow, you snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose. So I want to see y'all up there too, okay? Right? That's what I want to see. So we are going to take a quick break. You are listening to Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. We're talking all things health fair. I'm Ebony Ssali. We will be right back. American wallets, and a new report Welcome back to Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. Not just a show, this is a movement dedicated to keeping our community healthy and well, keep your heart pumping with positivity. I'm Ebony Ssali. We're in here talking about the health fair. One of tomorrow, August 9th, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Outreach Community Health Centers located at 220 West Capitol Drive. We are shutting down the entire facility to make space and room for you and your family to come out, celebrate life, grab some goodies for your family. And again, this is really a moment for you all. So I get a little deep, I get a little reflective. And I was thinking about kind of why I do this work, right? Because it's easy to do it when it's easy to do it. It's easy when things are going swimmingly well, when you have an unlimited budget, when you got all the resources at your fingertips. It's really easy to be excellent at that point. But it made me think, why am I so invested in this work? I remember, growing up, I would say we were middle class, right? I don't think we struggled for anything, but we also knew the value of things, right? And so my family was very intentional on, you always make sure that you're giving back to someone else. You always make sure you share your resources. So even when I learn something new, I don't keep it to myself. I make sure that I share it with somebody else. So I move with kind of this gratitude, one hand for yourself, one hand for somebody else. Um, but this work particularly, I have dedicated my life to health, wellness, and marketing of that health and wellness. So the things that have historically made us sick, the things that have historically kept us unwell, the things that have historically kept us in a state of lack, I have made it my business and my profession to help move us forward, to help boost us forward, and share what I know to make us better. So I got to outreach about just coming up on 2 years now. And what I knew for sure is that my people, and I'm gonna call y'all my people because y'all my cousins and my friends and my family, um, always deserve excellence, right? And so I've been in the healthcare spaces for the major health systems across the country to help them elevate their client base, their customer base, their patient base. We call them general market, but y'all know what I'm saying. I have worked in those spaces. When I got to outreach, I said, my people deserve no different. My people deserve quality. They deserve to be showcased in a positive light, because we have the spectrum of people too. Most times in marketing, you're sold an image, whether that's a positive image or a negative image, but you are always being sold an image. And so I took it upon myself to say, when we look at a health disparity like heart disease, we look at who might have heart disease. And without sharing too much, I will say recently I discovered that heart disease runs in my family. So that changed the way I approach food, that changes the way I approach stress, because folks in my family are generally healthy. I say most of the men in my family, 60 and above, can still outrun me in a mile. Easy, easy, like without even lifting. And so to know that heart disease is something that plays a role in that, that's close to me. So when I work at Outreach, I'm looking at these disparities that come to our community and how we explain them, how we get behavior change. So let's take something as simple as diet. Most people will say you shouldn't eat this and you shouldn't eat that and you shouldn't eat that, but they negate the historical and the cultural relevance. You could say what you want about salt and sodium, but when my grandmother makes a pot of greens, I'm eating the greens, right? Because that's my grandmother's food. That's food that she's prepared with care and with love. So there's a cultural element to that. Now, where does the role of what we do as young professionals play a role in that? We have to then teach better ways to cook it, understanding the cultural relevance, right? Because I'm still going to eat the mac and cheese. I'm still eating the greens. I'm eating some of the things that historically aren't good for us, but I'm adding the fruit. And I'm explaining why that's important. And I might say, let's do the peach cobbler, but let's also have a fruit tray at the event, right? These are changes that we are making, but I feel ultimately responsible for. So when y'all hear me up on my soapbox about health and wellness, I'm not coming from a place that's shaking my finger. I like to say that, right? I'm coming from a place that I want us all to be old and laughing at the family reunion. So let's take a step back and think about why we're doing the things that we're doing and how we're powering forward with the care and respect to the things that we're doing. Now, with that being said, I also started thinking about the vision of where we could go and where we should be going. Now, if you have worked with me on a project, you know that I am very particular, but I am also very priority driven. I try to tune out the noise that comes with projects of this magnitude. And I'll tell you this, when you leave the health fair on Saturday, I have one thing that I want, just one thing. I want you to understand how important you are in the fabric of this city, in this country, and know that you are important enough to be well. If I can do that, everything else is golden. So again, when you leave on Saturday, I want you to truly understand, not in some, oh my God, you're so important to what we're doing. Like, really know that you are important and a part of the fabric of what we're doing. So 220 West Capitol Drive tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come out and see us. Enjoy community. All right. That's what I want from you. Other things that are happening at the clinic. We busy, 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 busy. Immunizations, as I shared. Greetings. Good morning. Immunizations. We have uh, the pharmacy. So I just want to touch on that. Now that we're talking so much about health and wellness, we're talking about resources in our community. We see that grocery, food, um, are being closed down. These resources are actually actively being shut down. Now, I want to approach this in two ways. I understand the protests. I understand the focus and the advocacy around them. I want us to never forget that corporations and companies are moved by profit. So when we see these things that are happening in our community, it's up to us to double down on the things that are working. So when we see pharmacies and resources that are closing down, it's up to us then to move to support those that are open. So where am I going with this? We know that major pharmacy operations, I'll put it that way, have been shutting down in our community. Outreach has a pharmacy. Outreach has a pharmacy that's open every day and open to the public. With that, you can come in and get your prescriptions filled at a fraction of the cost. I gave an example. I use eye drops because my eyes get super irritated throughout the day. And my eye drops are usually $20, $25 for a small container. So there was one day I couldn't even keep my eyes open. So itchy. I went down to the pharmacy. These eye drops were $4. $4 instead of $25. Now you think of the impact of that for someone who uses eye drops every 2 weeks, every month, over the course of life. That money adds up. So this is my invitation to say, come and visit our pharmacy, come and visit our dental clinic, come and visit our primary care facility, because the cost just in and of itself changes things, right? And that's before you get to the care. So just as I shared my mission and what drives me to do this work every day, we have professionals in every single area of the clinic that have and are driven by that same passion. So if this is the year you said get it tight, get it right, if this is the year you said you're taking better care of yourself, if this is the year you said you're setting forth the vision for yourself, I'm saying outreach has the resources for you, right? And that's just as good as it gets. So I do want to hear back from you this morning, Milwaukee, 414-444-5250. Now, in the studio, if you're watching on the stream, you saw them pop in. We got some guests in the building. And if y'all don't believe me about the health fair and how amazing it's going to be and how it's going down, I brought in some backup, some reinforcements, some heavy hitters. So in the studio, I have President and CEO Julia Harris Robinson. We can give a round of applause, round of applause. Julia Harris Robinson in the building. Welcome, welcome. And I feel like we need a walk up song, a legendary song for this one because this is Grill Master Extraordinaire, Fun Development Extraordinaire. And listen, let me pause and say, get to the stream, get on Facebook, get on YouTube, because you need to see the Grill Master in all of his garb. We have Don Cohen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up, Don Cohen. Woo! So again, heavy hitters, welcome y'all. How y'all feeling about the health fair tomorrow?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
I'm exhausted.
As you should. We all are. Listen, we all going on Do Not Disturb on Sunday. So don't even call us because we're gonna rest.
Yes.
So welcome. So let me start first with Don. And Debo is gonna pop back in. This man has been asking about you every month. Okay. If you're gonna be on the grill. Tell us about the Grill Master.
Well, I'm going to be on the grill, and we're going to have a chef from Benihana's is going to be on another grill. So we're excited to have that partnership with us this year.
So the people should come hungry.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have hamburgers, hot dogs, which I've got everything picked up already, and I just got to pick up the veggie burgers because Sam's Club doesn't do them anymore or have them anymore.
So even the veggie burgers, listen, no excuse. Do I get all the toppings and the
Yeah, well,
okay.
ketchup, mustard, and relish.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming hungry. Now we got a little legend going on. With Don is on the grill. Like I said, he's a grill master. Who gets the first burger off the grill this year? Because that's always like an award show.
Yeah.
You might want to look to your left, Don.
I never even got one last year.
Don, be careful how you answer
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, we have all. It's been yesterday. I had a load of food that came in from Food Pantry from Young American Friendship. So we have a load of food, and I also got a load from Amazon this year that we will be giving away a lot of cleaning products and things like that.
I told him you said what 9,000 pounds.
Over 9,000 pounds because I had to sign for it, and it was 9,100 some pounds of just stuff.
More
had,
than enough.
Drinks, which I gave, some of the police departments are coming to pick up some of the drinks because we had 4 pallets of just drinks, energy drinks and all kinds of things. So we'll have some of that there, and we had 5 pallets of cleaning stuff and you name it. You never know what's in these boxes till we open them up.
It's like Christmas behind the Kwanzaa.
And I brought, there was 1 pallet of snacks, which I brought a couple boxes this morning. You don't know what's in the boxes either till you open them up.
I feel like we're gonna do that in the second hour. We're gonna open one up, see what we got.
They were just wonderful. Amazon was just wonderful. They have a program where they give out to nonprofits, and it's all free. We just have to bring the truck down to do it. We had a 26-foot truck because we had 10 pallets of stuff. So it was quite an operation to get this done. So we're loaded up this year with stuff. So we got plenty of and tons of food and stuff that we're going to be giving away. So there's going to be just tons and tons, literally tons of stuff giving away this year.
So
and
no
course,
excuses. Get
dogs.
up, get ready, get to the fair, right? Right.
It will be fun.
Yeah, I love it. So part of all of this work, this food, this sharing, this caring goes back to the outreach mission. So Julia, just tell us a little bit about what you're excited about for this year, but more importantly, how that connects to the mission of outreach.
Well, for me, outreach has been around for over 40 years, and we've done a health fair for at least 10 years that I'm aware of.
Okay.
And it has just gotten bigger and better every year. Our staff, we're listening to the community as to what your needs are. And I believe our team has gone out and made sure that we have what you need at our health fair this year. It has gotten so big.
It has, Lord.
It is so big now. We probably used to use about 10 staff people to put
Mm-hmm.
this on.
Mm-hmm.
We probably have
Oh,
a
we got
team of
80,
80
80,
people.
80. Our
Oh
team
my
of
God,
80.
80
Yes.
people.
Yes.
And they have been working tirelessly to put this together for you. So please don't disappoint them.
Yes.
Show up and show out.
Yes, 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 yes. So, like I was sharing earlier, this is such like mission driven work, right? So there's work that you do, and you're like, oh yeah, that's good. But this feels like an entire organization effort. Um, what really is the mission of outreach, and then how do we show that in this health fair?
I think what you'll see is the passion of the employees that work for Outreach Community Health Center. We don't just work there, we all have a commitment to what we do. We all take it very, very seriously. We take your health very, very seriously. When you come into our community health center, you're going to see passionate people who are passionate about making sure you get the care you need, making sure whatever ailment you have, they're going to take you through whatever it is. I mean, if you need something with housing, if you need anything when it comes to transportation, we're going to give you a voucher. If you need um, anything that you may need, outreach is
We
going to
got
try to
it.
accommodate
We
it
got it. We
in
got it.
some way, form, or
Yeah.
fashion. We're
Yeah.
going to try and accommodate it. If you need mental health, we're going to send you to mental. You need dental, we're going to send you to dental. We now have a podiatrist. We have
Yes.
um,
Yeah.
a
I call it a
nutritionist.
living legend,
Yes, our
podiatrist.
podiatrist is one of a million. Like you cannot find another podiatrist like ours.
Yes.
We love
Yes.
her and
Yes.
she loves her patients. I'm
Yes.
telling you,
She does
you
my feet.
Right.
we're gonna try to get her to not spend an hour with every patient.
She listen.
She can't do it.
She can't do it. Like if you even bring up the word feet, like that's a whole hour discussion.
She's like, let me see them feet.
It's like, well, my toes aren't done. I don't care. Let me just see. Yeah, yeah.
And then she has to show you the pictures of
Of
the feet that
course,
she's
of
that she's
course.
Of the
worked
work
on.
that she's
Of
done,
course,
and it
of course.
has been to see those pictures.
So speaking of that, she just went when we're talking about our podiatrist at Outreach Community Health Centers, Dr. Renee Suttle Robinson, living legend. She just did a mission trip in Grenada and worked with patients who had amputations or were in I won't say in danger of, but needed amputations. And when I say she pulled those pictures up and showed you the feet, I'm like, ooh, ooh. But the passion, I think, is the key. And so everybody in their department, and I guess just overall, is so passionate, and you can't change that. It looks like we have a caller though. So greetings. Good morning. Welcome to Community Heartbeat.
Good morning.
Good
I just want
morning.
to know about the parking.
Yes. See, listen, again, we thought about this because we said we want you close. We want you to make a couple trips. So we have more than enough parking. And then we also have some overflow street parking. So when you arrive, there will be flaggers there from our security team and public safety team that will guide you into a parking space. And if that fills, which we've got a ton of parking, there is overflow street parking in the area. So we got you. We got you. But again, the early bird gets the worm, right? So what time are you planning to get there tomorrow? Oh, we dropped there. We dropped there. Well, welcome, and we hope that we will see you tomorrow. So we're talking about the passion. Dr. Renee Sutter Robinson, you were going to talk about nutrition. So Don is we're going off our eating regimen tomorrow, right? So come get your burgers and hot dogs. Come and get all that. But on Sunday, we're getting back at it. You were sharing about the nutritionist.
So we have a nutritionist on duty now who's seeing patients, and she's helping with diabetes management, any weight management.
Yeah, and
Whatever.
I've talked about Kelsey. So Kelsey is our registered dietitian, and I said, look, Ebony loves cheese. Ebony listen, I go off the rails. I love a good burger, but she makes it delicious and healthy, right? So there's some of her recipes she brought in. She's like, oh, these are Brussels sprouts, and I keep it real. I'm like, Kelsey, I don't think the Brussels sprouts are gonna fly. I don't. She's like, shh, just taste it, and it's fire. So when I shared like the eating well and for our health, even though we have the cultural piece, doesn't have to be non-fulfilling, doesn't have to be quote unquote nasty, right? The healthy food is nasty. It's not. It's not. So we
She
gonna get
makes a
over it.
salad and it
Mhm.
has all those things in it, that you think
Mhm.
you don't like. And
The
so I'm like,
bean.
okay, I looked at it and I'm like, okay.
We all take the little bite,
Yeah,
right?
we took a little bite and it was like, I should have had more.
Right, right,
It
right.
was so delicious.
So the climate of health is changing. We touched a little bit on some of the organizations that are closing that used to serve our community. Let me ask about Outreach's dedication to resilience, and even Don, this comes in on your fund development hat, not your chef hat. But how do we make sure that, and I say the least of us, meaning the under resourced, the undervalued, the divested in our community, how are we as an organization making sure that we're stepping in for those that don't have it, especially in times like this?
Well, I think my job is mainly to reach out and get our name out there to let people know who we are and what we do. And I keep trying to do that, especially now because we don't know. We're kind of in a strange environment right
Mm-hmm.
now with the new
Mm-hmm.
administration.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know from day to day what funding they're going to have issues
Mm-hmm.
with or not
Mm-hmm.
have issues with. It's just a strange world we live in right now, and it's helpful in one way because the organizations that are funders understand that there's a big need out there and that they need to help us out as much as they can. But of course, everybody's in the same boat. So I'm on different uh, funders boards as well, and we get a lot of asks out there for money, and the money is not as much as it used to be. But so it's just a very strange situation right now. But the more we get our name out there, the more people understand what we do and how we do it. The easier it is because people, we work with the homeless, we work with lower income, we work with everything. And Ebony was talking about the pharmacy. I get my pills there too,
Mm-hmm.
and Tresto is one of my pills, and it's very expensive, it's much cheaper there than it is at Walgreens or anywhere else. So it's just part of what we do, and we've got to just get that
Yeah.
word out there so that
Yeah.
people understand who we are. And I just got a text or email from someone I've been trying to get on their radar screen for a long time, and finally did. And I've known him for many years, and very very good man. But now he wants to know more about outreach. So it's the bigger we grow, the more people understand what we do and who we're working with and how we do things. And now we've got the residents that's going to help bring
Mm-hmm.
people in because MCW and Freighter are bringing patients in for us. So I'm seeing more patients in the waiting room now than I ever have. So it's good.
Indeed. I mean, that means the work is happening. We're connecting with people. And let me just say, I feel like in times like these, right? We get those every day now. In times like these, the resilience of our community is showcased. So you might be sitting at home going, what's too small? There are no donations that are too small. So you can go to ochc-milw.org/donate. You can give $5 to our homeless programs. You can give $20 to, you can buy a pair of socks. So if you go to our website, there is a section on that donation tab where you can actually drop ship items. So you might not have it, right? But times are tight, but you could send a pair of socks to the homeless. We know this winter that's coming up is going to be crazy. You can send some hand warmers. Do what you can, and that's how we get through, right? And that's kind of the thought process behind the fair, the mission behind the fair, the different components we have of the fair is that food right now is crazy expensive. Like you go in and listen, I've shared, I'm an Aldi girl, but even Aldi prices are creeping up. Come and get those basics, the onions, the peppers, the lettuce, fill that up, get through the next week or so, 2 weeks or so, make a good soup. It will take all of us doing that to get through this so that we are dedicated to that resilience. You mentioned this administration, and we know changes are coming down every day. Let me ask both of you, what are you seeing in how outreach is connecting and making sure the access to care is there? So I know, Julia, you're fighting in the boardrooms and through the regulations and through the legislation to make sure patients are getting care, right? Whether they're covered with insurance or they're not.
Absolutely. One of the things that I focus on is making sure that I'm reading those legislations and making sure that how it is it going to affect outreach and how will it affect our patients. I know that this Medicaid is going to cut 63,000 Wisconsinites are going to lose Medicaid coverage. Do you hear me? That
63,000.
63,000 people, that's a lot of people. But you know what?
Mm.
Outreach is committed to being here and serving those people, regardless of if you have insurance or not. We will figure out a way to make sure that we can continue to give you the care that you need. So I can't say that about every place that you
Mhm.
go is going to
Mhm.
still take you without insurance, but outreach will.
And so, Dom, when you're looking at funding opportunities, when you're looking at maybe like the non-traditional, so we know the grants are there, but when you're looking at the relationships, right, of people who say, we're coming up on the end of the year and I want to donate, and you're making those connections and relationships, how does that maybe in a non-traditional way help people access care?
Well, I think once people understand what we do and how we do it, and what an FQHC, a Federally Qualified Healthcare Center, is, um, they're they're very surprised at how much we do out there. And when you talk to the big organizations, the big hospitals and things, they don't want people going into the emergency rooms because they have to take care of them whether they have insurance or not.
Mm-hmm.
They would rather be
Mm-hmm.
able to send them to someplace, so it works for us in our benefit, where they know where they can send people to, and what clinic. There's other clinics out there like us, but what part of town they're in, or what makes it easier for them. And so everybody is just, again, of knowledge, and who knows what, and who knows what we're doing, and how we can benefit them and they can benefit us. I always look for a win-win situation when I'm dealing with people, because I never believe in just taking a dollars and not giving back to them, who's ever giving it to us, and giving them an opportunity for us to help them as well.
Yeah, it's that value. Just making sure we take care of each other. So we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll pick up this conversation: the healthcare access, the equity, the. We'll talk a little bit more about the fair and some things that you can expect. You are listening to Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. I'm Ebony Ssali in the studio with President CEO Julia Harris Robinson, Fund Development Extraordinaire and Grill Master Guru Don Cohen. We will be right back. Outreach Community Health Centers, not just a show. This is a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness, keeping your heart pumping with positivity. And I'm fired up this morning in the studio. I got President and CEO of Outreach Community Health Centers, Julia Harris Robinson, and Fund Development Extraordinaire Grill Master Guru, Don Cohen. So again, if you're not watching the stream, get to your mobile device, your computer. You got to see the Grill Master in all of his essence. He's amazing. He's amazing. So we were talking during the break just about the importance of the work that we're doing, the things that are driving us, and how that's going to shift throughout the current administration. But as we take a step back, tomorrow is a pause of celebration. It's a celebration of community and just the beauty of community. So let me say, somebody who has never heard of outreach, they're gonna come because they've seen the commercials, they've heard the show. They're gonna come out tomorrow for the first time. What should they expect? Like what is that gonna feel like?
I'll take that.
Okay, okay.
So they will come and they will see over 30 booths
Mm-hmm.
of
Mhm.
participants
Mm-hmm.
giving out goodies.
Yeah, yeah.
Outreach Community Health Center puts on a health fair. True enough. We'll have health and wellness there for you. We'll have lots of opportunities for we'll give away book bags
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like every other health fair. But not only will we have book bags, we'll have books for the kids. We'll have games
Listen,
for the kids. Giveaways.
listen.
These
Y'all
are
know
games
how I
that we're
feel
giving
about
away
books.
for them to take home and play games and read books. So there'll be so many opportunities for them. When I tell you last year, people were loaded down
Mm,
with so many
mm,
bags, they had
mm,
to make multiple
mm,
trips to the car.
mm.
So that's what
Yeah,
they can expect.
yeah,
They can
yeah.
expect to come and get things that they would not or normally get at health fairs. Last year, I think we had hair care
Yeah.
products,
Yep.
we had cleaning products, we
Yeah.
had um,
There were like shoes and
yeah.
walking shoes, like the good walking shoes, right? Because you need to get out and walk your neighborhood to
I
be
think there was
healthy.
some clothing too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so it's
Mm-hmm.
just, out on the table, you look at it, you see, oh, yeah, this is mine. I
Take it.
like this. Take
Take
it.
it. Take it. Take it.
Yeah.
Take it. Don, what would you say from your, I mean, besides the delicious bites that are coming off the grill? And listen, let me just say, Don takes this grill really, really seriously. So don't walk up and like go like you're gonna pull something off the grill. You have to wait to be served off the grill. But what should people expect
and-
that you've come to love?
And we have the Masons from Milwaukee that are going to be helping me on the grill, and
Mhm.
so that's huge for me. And then of course Benny Hannes is going to be there on the other grill, and we're going to have two grills going. So it'll be a lot of fun, and there'll be a lot of food, and you'll be able to take home so much food.
Mhm.
And we have a Hmong American Friendship on 38th and Valete. They have a food pantry twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays, and they brought a truckload of food for that we'll be giving away as part of this group too. They're having their health fair tomorrow as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
So it's going to be, there's a lot going on tomorrow, and we've got so much. We've got books. We've got from an organization that gets books from libraries and stores that want to get rid of them, that have too many. But we've got like 5 totes filled with books and games and all kinds of things to give away. So, and
I
they're all
love
children's
that.
books.
I love
So it's
Sounds like we really care about the kids. We're
Listen,
giving book bags, we're giving games, we're giving toys, we're
listen,
giving them their lead
Face
screening,
painting.
face painting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
yeah,
kids
yeah.
will have a great time.
And before I forget, I have to have a shout out to my wife. It's our anniversary today.
Oh,
Happy anniversary.
Don, did you
Nine-
get the diamonds that we talked
Yeah,
about?
not a clue. No chance.
We said you got to do the
Yeah,
diamonds.
It's been 9 years. So
Well, congrats. Listen, Carolyn is a firecracker. Caroline, that's right. She's such a firecracker. But
and she
just a
can go off
positive spirit.
as well.
But a good spirit. And I think that is what the fair is about. You will experience good people doing great work in the community, right? You're gonna feel the love from the time that you arrive. And like the little girl in me was like, books, 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 books. I don't think it's ever too early to start reading. We have the Reach Out and Read program at Outreach, which pairs the physicians with books to give in those first visits for kids. And again, y'all have heard me on this show talk about how important books are in life. That love of reading, if you nurture it well in the beginning, carries well through life. So start it here, start it with us. Come and get some giveaways. Plus, those books keep your kids off the socials and out of the way for a little bit, right? So I don't know if my parents did that strategically, but they're like, here's a book. Go over there and read, right? So come out and enjoy with your kids. I know that there's like the oversized Connect Four. There is the tic-tac-toe. There's face painting. So there's a time for the kids.
I
for
love
sure.
Connect Four. Who wants to challenge me on
Ooh,
Connect Four?
uh-oh.
Come on out.
Uh-oh. Listen, we might have to take a special photo session over there. If you can beat our CEO at Connect Four, we'll see what happens.
All right,
You
come
got
on up.
bragging
Come on with
rights.
it.
She's the undefeated champion. Undefeated champion.
We're having a blood drive this year too, as well.
So it's blood drive, and I also want to pull up the blood pressure screening. So kind of in that, you were talking about people coming out but taking care of your health and things not having signs. Like a lot of these disparities don't have signs. You don't know that you have high blood pressure until you start getting the headaches and all of that. Come out and get your blood pressure checked before you go over to the food, though, right?
Right.
Well, we have lots of water too because it's supposed to be hot tomorrow.
Yes.
So we have a lot of water. It'll be ice cold because I'm gonna pick up the ice first thing in the morning. So
it's not a game. Y'all hear the passion? It's not a game with Di. He is going to feed you well.
And we learned from last year what to do and not to do. So one thing I'm not going to do is give blood this year after I was on the grill for
hours
and then give blood and it's
And
like,
Ebony's gonna make sure she eats and
Listen.
drinks so she doesn't pass out like she did
Listen,
last year.
I have been hydrated. I've been vitamins for the last 3-4 weeks. I've been on it. So it's really a passion, a labor of love. So come get your blood pressure screened, lead screenings. All of those are available tomorrow.
And if you think that because it's a lower income clinic that the doctors are lower than average, I got news for you. They saved my life. I've been through this. I think I've mentioned this on the air before, where I had a doctor from a big box store, I call him, and I couldn't get in, and I was having problems breathing, and they couldn't get me in for 2 months. I said that's not going to work. So I was on the board at the time of Outreach, and I said, let me see what Outreach has got. They diagnosed me, and long story short, I ended up with a triple bypass, and that was 3 years ago. In May, and I'm still kicking. So
and he is kicking, y'all. He don't take no stuff. Okay, Don don't take no stuff.
Shout out to Outreach for saving lives.
And my brother, who is literally a world-renowned scientist, looked at the information and he gave it to cardiologists, some of the top in the country, and they said you're getting exactly what they would do. So this is the caliber of doctors that we have there, and now we've got all these residents coming in, and they're learning, and they're from all over the world. So it's really fun to watch and how much the passion they have to get out in the community and talk to people too. So it's really in the last year has really changed and grown, and now we've got CH Mason, which jumped on board now, and so we're looking to grow as well.
So no matter what your nationality is, we have a doctor of that nationality. We have over 34 residents now at Outreach Community Health Center, and they're coming from all over the country. So we have covered majority of the nationalities out there. So if you want a doctor that looks like you, come to Outreach Community Health Center. And what we say at Outreach is that our staff stay because of the passion they have about the people they serve. We want you to come and see the doctor on a regular basis, have your annual physical.
Talk about it.
Yes, because you know what?
Yeah.
Heart disease has no symptoms. When it starts showing symptoms, it's kind of too late.
So it's the preventative care.
Preventative care coming in
Yeah,
on an
yeah,
annual
yeah,
basis
yeah.
to let the doctor tell you beforehand. Diabetes has lots of side effects, and you will, if you wait to find out that you have diabetes until after you start seeing side effects, that is a little too late. What you want to do is you want to get into that doctor on a regular basis to be able to tell you, you're pre-diabetic.
Mhm, mhm,
Here's what you can
mhm.
do to prevent it from going any further and to reverse that. It is possibility to reverse diabetes, and it is very important to do that. Diabetes results to a lot of side effects.
Yeah.
Kidney
Vision
failure,
vision is one of them. Yep.
vision,
Vision and feet and kidney fail, all of those.
and
All of those.
nobody wants problems with your feet because you want to be able to walk.
Yeah. Yeah. You can, and so just connected with that, I'll jump on that
Don't
piece a little
forget,
bit. Yeah.
when I said talk about walk, we take walk
Li-
ins. Did y'all hear me?
She
You can
said
walk
a
in any
segue.
day, Monday through Friday, and you can get in.
Yeah. No, you bring up so many good points. So let me start with connecting this with the health fair. One of the biggest pieces last year I said is that culturally speaking, our community needs to put hands on people and see people. You meet your doctor. So if you come out tomorrow, there's the fun and there's the excitement piece. But if you are seeking a new doctor, come and chat with them. This is your opportunity to pull them to the side, ask them about their passion, ask them about their specialty, meet them, feel them, learn about them, and make that relationship connection so that you can have that physician throughout life. That is the purpose of, and even when we bring the residents on this show, it's so that you can get to know them better. You can understand how they think and hear and feel their passion. So come out and connect with them directly tomorrow. Then with the disease and disparities, let's take diabetes. Your vision is one of the things that can have havoc wreaked if you're not eating well, taking care of yourself. We actually have vision specialists that are coming out tomorrow. They have their own little tent to say, you have high blood pressure, you have these conditions. Let's check your vision and we can tell if diabetes is progressing in your body. So that's the level of connection and thought and care. And then listen, you go over there with Dr. Renee Suttle Robinson. She's going to tell you how diabetes can wreak havoc on your feet. And once your feet are gone, I mean, then she's going to tell you what happens when your feet are gone and how you can't move and all that. But it is so connected. So the things we're eating, the stress we're feeling, all of those have real implications. So, like I said, there's the fun side of the health fair tomorrow, but there's also the education piece. So come and learn about that too. Now you talked about walk-ins, so I love that. But boom, right? The connection of walk-ins. Why are walk-ins important? Now I think it's because I love a good excuse, right? If I can't, I'm like, oh, I was busy, I couldn't. We're taking them because life's and happens. But you don't have an appointment, come on in, right?
Right.
Okay. Why is that important though?
Because a lot of times we don't like to make appointments. A lot of times
What
we want to
happened?
run
What?
to the ER. I
Yeah.
can guarantee you are going to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars if you walk into Outreach Community Health Center as opposed to walking into that ER.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why we're accepting walk-ins. Not only that, we have availability. We have so much availability. You're not going to have to wait to get in to get seen. If you want to wake up this morning and you said, I don't really feel well, something might be wrong.
Get
I think
on
we
over.
kind of need to see a doctor. Go see the doctor.
Yeah.
Walk into Outreach. It's so simple.
Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Hours of operation are open. Again, you don't need an appointment. You can walk in. So let me ask both of you this. When the day is done, people have met their new doctor. They've got their blood pressure screened. They ate good. They gave blood. They got some goodies for their kids. What do you hope they walk away with from the fair?
An appointment.
Regular care, right?
Ditto that. But also a love for Outreach Community Health Center like the staff have for Outreach Community Health Center.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. And I will say, this fair, we have put our all into it. And there have been a couple days where I've gone home and I'm like, woo, I'm tired. But there's like this little voice that's like, this is exactly what we are supposed to be doing. We're exactly supposed to be taking care of each other, right? And so I know physicians can be intimidating, healthcare can be intimidating. When we go off the rails, we know we're not doing what we need to do to take care of our bodies. Sometimes we just need to pause, get back on track, and that's what we do it for. So yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have a little voice. I have a big voice.
Not
And
Caroline.
no, it's called Ebony.
Not me, John. I'm a wallflower.
Oh, yeah.
No, but the passion is so there for sure. So we have a caller. Greetings and welcome to Community Heartbeat.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
morning.
And John.
This is Rick calling you long distance from Germany.
Good
sis.
morning, Rick from Germany. How you feeling this morning?
Trying to digest steak, pork chops, pork fillet,
Rick.
pork
Rick.
roast.
Rick, you all the way off the wagon. Where is the
My arteries
fruit?
are hardening as we speak.
Where are the vegetables, Rick?
We have green salad, iceberg lettuce.
A little spinach? A little something? Y'all,
Yeah,
I know y'all got
we-
spinach in Germany, Rick. We talked
No,
about
we have good vegetables here.
Mhm.
And the potato is a staple.
Mhm.
But no, on the serious side, the meat that you are consuming there in America is poisonous.
Mm.
It is worse than the meat here in Europe. And I'm eating pork and it's killing me here in Europe. But meat in general is bad for digestion. It's hard to digest if you eat it twice a day, 6 days a week. And with the meat that's been produced in the last 80 years there in America, the growth hormone, the gender hormone, all of that stuff is terrible for us as a people, for any people coming into the United States. And let me say this in closing. I heard you talking about the books and the backpacks and the giveaways to the children. I have been messed over by CIA people, and yet at the same time, I was allowed to walk away from America by CIA people in education, in the military, in the secret services. And learning to read, to write, to count your own money, you cannot beat this. Even if you fear government involvement, secret service involvement in education, you still have to get an education. I'm done, ladies.
I appreciate you, Rick, as always. And listen, that's why I think connecting with people is so important. So for the meat, for the diet, it's important to connect with your physician and a nutritionist, right? Because depending on your blood type, you need different nutrients and minerals, nutrients, vitamins. Depending on your activity level, you need different nutrients and nourishing yourself differently. So that's why I think it's so important to, we all get on the internet and we go down the rabbit hole, right? But get with your physician, your blood work, your blood type, your energy level, and then connect that with your diet. Some folks should not have meat at all. It creates issues. Some people shouldn't have dairy. That creates issues. My father had some heart condition. He can't even eat leafy greens anymore, right? So I'm like, you can't eat spinach? He can't have spinach. So get with your physician. Physicians are available today. Again, I say, if there's a switch that you flip, today could be that day. Walk in, connect with a physician, get with our nutritionist, and find out what works for your body. And then know that not only is the physical piece important, but as we're training our babies up, let's make reading cool again. Let's make being smart cool again. If we can make these things go viral on TikTok, let's make taking care of our babies go viral on TikTok. And let's start that today.
If anybody has programs where they want books for their kids, or I have access to books for kids all the way to cookbooks, to novels, to whatever you want. And if you wanted, I'd be happy to give you the name and information on where to get these books, and you can get them. It's all free. So please let me know about that too.
That's making my spirit happy is all I
And
can
Hmong
say.
American Friendship has the food pantry, like I said, on Tuesdays and Fridays, and they're on 38th and Valete. So I'd be happy to give you the information on that as well.
I love it. Let me say too, I would like to salute and give a shout out to our major sponsors this year, for again always continuing to elevate the work that we do, to focus the work that we do, support it and share it. So first, I would like to say thank you to Anthem. Anthem has made sure that over the course of the past few years, our programming is top notch. The collaborations, the partnerships are unmatched. So thank you so very much to Anthem. To Ascension, the same concept, to make sure that our physicians are connected, supporting our dental program fearlessly and without question. So thank you to Anthem. And then American Cancer Society. Thank you. Thank you. Knowing how what we eat and how we move is so important to our community. Those three sponsors have always elevated the work we do and again have supported us this year. So thank you to those sponsors. We appreciate you and we could not do it without you. Listen, y'all got the phone lines jumping this morning. I love it. Greetings and good morning. Welcome to Community Heartbeat.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hey, look, I got more of a statement.
Okay.
I've been dealing with you guys a little while here
Okay.
and a little over a year, and they can't seem to get my medications right out of outreach. And you know, there's some work that need to be done over there. You, and with me being, you know, disabled,
Mhm.
they can have you walking from one end to the next.
Mhm.
I just had an appointment last week. I sat in one side of the building over almost an hour, and was in the wrong part because they sent me there. You know, so it's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked out there. Again, mainly this medication. I've been, they said can't seem to get it right, and I'm being told you get told what you want to hear. You know, that's slick. You know, we gonna work on it, and it's over a whole year. I've been waiting on this medication.
Can we
It's
take your
vital to my
information off
health.
the line and then
You
we're
know,
gonna get
I ain't
to
want to get no names, but it's some work y'all need to do over there as well.
what I'd
You
like to
know,
do is take your name offline and your number, and then we will take it personally to our chief medical officer and make sure she takes care of you personally.
yeah, okay, all right.
Okay, so just hang on really quickly and we'll get that information. And I think that's an important part too. Being an advocate for yourself. One thing I will say is I know that there's no organization that is absolutely perfect, right? So let's say what did it no none is absolutely perfect. We do want you to and I'll provide you with an email, sir, so that you can connect with us. I see you disconnected, but we want to make sure that we get that information. I want folks to feel comfortable in the advocacy of their work. When something doesn't work, share that it doesn't work and let us fix it. I think that's any organization, business, anything will never have 100% perfection rate. But when you get it wrong, how you show up is important. So do not let it slide. I want you to give us a call back either during the break or give the station a call. I'll make sure we leave numbers. But we want to get it right. So what I would say is this. We have a large building and I'm excited about the large building. It is spread out. Advocate, right? Say, hey, I can't walk from here to here. And I will say, me personally, I work in marketing, but I take patient care very seriously. We had a lady yesterday who was a little lost, and I could tell that she was lost. And instead of saying, hey, you go over here and then go down here and go down here, I say, hey, if you have a minute, I'll walk with you over there. And she's like, well, this looks like the back way. I said, absolutely. I'm going to take you through the shortcut to get you where you need to be. So I would say give us an opportunity to make things right when they don't go right. And that's with any organization, right? So we want to make sure that you're good. And again, I say at the end of the day, if we can leave patients in a better position, we've done it right. I see we have a caller. I'm going to have you hold on through the break. We will be right back. You are listening to Community Heartbeat presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. We will be right back. Welcome back to Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. Not just a show, this is a movement. Even the music gets your heart pumping with positivity. Caller, thank you so much for holding through the break. Greetings and welcome to Community Heartbeat.
Hey, how's it going?
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Hey, I just wanted to say three things real quickly.
Okay. You going to introduce yourself?
Yes. I'm sorry. This is Brother Quay Koo. So I just wanted to say I'm loving, I'm hearing everything I did. When I wake up in the morning, I look for my morning tea. That's the good news. So sometimes I can't turn to channel 4, 6, and 12 because they tell the news, but it's not always the news you need to hear. So I just want you to know how uplifted I've been by the work that you're doing, the work that you're going to continue to do, but the special event that you have tomorrow. But I really called when I heard the last caller because I want to take space to honor his complaint.
Yeah.
But also to say that wasn't the time. And so the brother got to know we in a beautiful place. Yeah. And nobody is perfect. And I love how the CEO said, give me your number. We're going to handle it because that's what y'all do out there. And I wanted to just say thank you for handling him with such grace. But I want you to know that we ain't going to let nothing spoil the morning. Y'all doing some beautiful things. And I want y'all to stay uplifted because for every one person that's called about a complaint, there's hundreds of people who don't call because they're very satisfying. I just want y'all to know, keep doing what you're doing. And I'm praying for a blessed event for y'all tomorrow.
Oh, we appreciate it. Now, you said your three things. Because as soon as you said three things, I said, okay, we got to get our pen ready. Give us the three things.
But no, that's it. It was just, I just wanted to show y'all love. I've been listening, just smiling. There's nothing more that pleases me than people who love the community and help the community. So when you see that, it just brings a bright spot to all of the things that we all need in our lives. And you feeding us physically, mentally, and emotionally. So thank you for all that you do.
Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. And we're grateful to hear, what he said, because what we want to do is correct anything that we're not doing right. And we're trying to get it right. Our building has expanded to the point where we have a front entrance, a back entrance. And so we're trying to make sure people get to the right location. They're getting text messages. They're told at the time to make the appointment. So we're trying everything we can to get it right. But still, some people fall through the cracks. And so we want to definitely correct that.
Yeah, I love that. And look, that just warmed my little heart on this morning. We appreciate you always.
Yes, thank you so much.
Always. So we were chatting about the partnerships and the collaborations that make all of this happen. So our residents come in through the MCW program, Medical College of Wisconsin, Ascension with our dental program. Let me just ask you, Don, in terms of partnerships and collaborations, how important and vital is that to outreach?
Really in the last few years, a really good job of like Ascension has come in as our big sponsor. We had 3 events that we did this year. They came in for all 3 events. Anthem, of course, with Rita, and they have just been outstanding sponsors for us. And we have other sponsors that add or go to certain events that we have each year. American Cancer Society, just on the phone with her this morning with Sarah. So these are huge sponsors to us. And Freighter, of course, MCW, I'm on their committees, so it works both ways. They just had a ribbon cutting for their cancer research center, and that was a wonderful event. So we try to work with each other, and the biggest problem that I see out there is the silos that we're in, and that people don't know who's got what. And we're trying to get that word out that we can do this for you. We can help you get these people out of your emergency rooms, and so you're not using your expensive dollars for people that aren't going to be able to pay you. They can come to us. So it's just the partnerships are just wonderful, and we keep adding more and more each day, and very diverse ones. We've had like janitor services. We've had one of our partners. Hildebrand Law Firm is one of our partners. So and of course now with Amazon and with Sam's Club that have donated. Sam's Club gave me 250 hamburgers yesterday as part of the donation. So everybody's donating and everybody's helping out, and everybody knows that we're in critical times right now, and we're moving in different directions. And I work with every group that I can, with the Hmong community, African American community, with the Hispanic community, And again, those partnerships are huge too, because there's such a need in all those areas. So we're always looking for new partners, and I'd be happy to sit down, have coffee or whatever, just to talk about what we do and how we do it.
Yeah. So it's like now more than ever. So again, if you're looking for an organization to partner and collaborate for the year, more long term, connect directly with Dom. If you're like, I'm listening to the show, I can't do a ton, I can't commit to a year, I just want to give something today, you can do that. Go to the website and just create a donation of one item, 5 items, 10 items, and know that that goes directly to the community. So just to give you an idea of how this works, you could go to the website right now. You could go in and say, I want to buy $25 worth of shampoo. That shampoo will be purchased. It will be labeled to our homeless services. It will show up in a box. And by next Thursday, when our homeless program and community services goes out into the community, that shampoo is put into a kit for someone that is living on the street. Right. So that's how quickly those things move from one to another. We call it direct relief because there's no bureaucracy. There's not a bunch of red tape. You give it, we give it. Like that's literally how it goes. So whether you can give a lot and you want a more sustained partnership, or you want to give today and continue forward with your personal mission, either way, we for sure will take it. So I absolutely love that. In terms of those partnerships and how they play out in actual care, let's take Ascension. So Ascension comes in, they are a long-term sponsor, but they're also deeply connected to the dental program, right?
That's correct.
How does that work?
Well, our dental program is ran by Ascension, partnered with Outreach Community Health Center. They are in over 100 schools providing dental care for our children.
Rewind that. 100 schools.
100 schools.
Because I think it's only 150 in the city. So we're in way more than half.
Okay. Yes. Okay. We're in majority of the schools in the city of Milwaukee, where we're providing dental services to our children to make sure that they get the pre-care that they need, so that, I don't know if you've noticed, but I hear a lot of people talk about, having their teeth pulled and having to have dentures and things like that. Yeah. We can prevent that, people.
Yeah.
You are supposed to be going to the dentist and having your teeth cleaned annually at a
least
minimum.
Once a year. At least. I like to get in twice.
I like to get in twice a year as well.
And my wine and my cherries. Right.
I hate going to the dentist, but I like to do it twice a year because I don't want to lose my teeth.
Yeah.
I don't want no dentures.
Yeah.
And I think preventative is the best way. And we have a dentist right on site who has availability, who can take patients, and we'd like to see you. We'd like to see your smile with your bright white teeth.
Right. I'll even do you one better because, again, I said this fair has been created with UMI. Our dental van will be there and we'll be providing some limited services on Saturday. So if it's been a minute since you've been in, we got the dental van there on Saturday. Pop in, grab you some produce, go to the dental van, and at least get the care started. Listen, I've had to have extractions and nobody likes it. Nobody likes it. That deep cleaning where they get all up in you and then your mouth is sore. Nobody likes it. But here's the reality. Your teeth are connected to your heart.
So if you
take good care of your teeth, you could actually be preventing heart disease.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's a real thing. So partnerships like the Ascension Connection are super important. Any other connections that are like vital? I know it's MCW because again, I walk by their team meetings and I joke with them because they're like our very own Grey's Anatomy. They're brainstorming, right? They're in there getting it done. But why is that partnership so important?
I think it gives outreach an opportunity to train up doctors to be in our community and serve in our community. And hopefully when they graduate, we have 14 residents graduating in July of next year. That means most likely they're going to stay in our community.
Yes.
As you understand, our providers are retiring, they're aging out. And so we have to constantly be replenishing those doctors into the community.
Yes. Yeah,
And that is tough.
right.
It's tough to find doctors to
It
work
is.
in our community.
And culturally competent. So I've shared on this show before. My gynecologist had actually delivered me, right? So it was like, hey, I created this. I was there when this was created, right?
Wow.
Into my adult health. And when he retired, I was like, how do I find somebody that knows me since, I used to call him my A1 since day one, literally, because he was there day one. Those are the kinds of physicians that are retiring. So this new crop of doctors are coming in culturally competent. They know how to talk to you. If there are some cultural sensitivities, I only want a female doctor. I want a Black female doctor. I want a Black male doctor. I want a guy who's studied in multiple parts of the world. We got it. And that's so vital. So that MCW collaboration is extremely important. And so, Don, let me ask you, in terms of new partnerships, like you said, outreach is getting their name out there, where people are learning about the magic that we make. How important is it for people to speak up and get connected with you? Like, they might be sitting there like, I don't know.
It's huge. I mean, anything that you can think of, just volunteering, or like you said, $5 or $10, or if you want to become a full partner in something, we've got somewhere to partner you with. In fact, I have to leave here right now because I'm meeting with a partner.
You better make sure you got those diamonds on deck, Don. If you go back in the house tonight on your anniversary without the diamond, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some problems. Okay.
Well, her birthday was Wednesday, so
oh man,
got a double whammy here.
I'll call the jeweler after this.
Yeah.
We'll get you some.
But no, we're adding every day. We're hearing from new sponsors and new people that want to partner with us. Again, because it's a two-way street. We can help them out with different things, and I have very strong ties in all the different communities. So I try to help them out and introduce them to people that maybe they can use their products into these communities. So yesterday we got a lot of stuff from like I said, Amazon. There was a lot of drinks and pallets of drinks, and so we had the police department coming to pick up some because they're energy drinks and all kinds of things. They're coming over to Hmong American Friendship today to load up a truck full of drinks. So we try to partner with everybody.
So before you get out of here, tell me about the partnership that is more long-term, is more sustained. So the food pantry you mentioned, they have that a few times per week. Tell me how that's connected to the Hmong New Year in December.
Well, the Hmong New Year is one of the most amazing events you'll ever go to. I mean, it's incredible. There's like 15,000 people come to the state fair. And just beautiful events, singing and dancing and all kinds of different things. Tons of vendors. We're there with our mobile unit, and again with the residents there. And I have a lot of fun. I'm given the honor of giving away the Man and Woman of the Year awards for the last several years. I've been involved with it for like 20 some years.
No, Don is a big fish. He's being real humble right now. Like when he walks into that event, the people are like, "It's Don."
Yeah, I just have to watch out for the rice wine,
Right. Yes. But people can come out and join. So if they're listening, have they set a date for this December?
Yes, the 13th and 4th, second weekend in December, 13th and 14th, I believe it is, of December. Okay. So yeah, it's a beautiful event. Again, any organization that you want information on, I usually have that information. So I'd be happy to partner with you, and because everybody needs everybody right now, especially right now. So anything I can do to help out in the community, and even if it can't partner with us, maybe I can partner you with somebody else that can work with you. So that's where I'm at.
One more question before you get out of here. The mobile unit you mentioned, you are seeking collaborations and partnerships for the mobile unit for the rest of this year and 26, right?
Right. We would like to get that mobile unit out more than it's been. We have the staff. We just got to work out the details on how to do it and how to raise money to get it done, because it's costly to take that mobile unit out just in maintenance alone. So it's we're working those. In fact, that's one of the things I'm going to be talking about this partner today about, and some other partners that we've been talking about, maybe to put up some big dollars to do something with that mobile unit.
So I'll give you two ways to share. If you want the mobile unit to show up in your community, because just like we have food deserts for nutritious food, if you know that there's a lack of medical care and you want the mobile unit to show up in your area, reach out to Don. But also if you want to throw a couple of dollars to fund that. So if you know Band-Aids cost and Tylenol costs and it costs to run the EKG machine, and you want to put some resources behind that, please reach out directly down. And listen, y'all better come out tomorrow and meet the grill master guru, Donald Cohen. Thank you, Don.
I will be there. And thank you, everybody, for listening this morning. And anything I can do to help out in the community, please let me know.
Listen, he's in demand. No paparazzi. No paparazzi. So, Julia, with that, the partnerships, the collaborations, the passion that's connected, when you leave and you go home and kick your feet up on Saturday night, what will you be most proud of this year?
My staff.
Good answer. Look like Family Feud. Good answer. But what I too. So let me pause and say, this team has shown up from the what can I do to help every day? Hey, I can only give 30 minutes of extra time. What can I do? It's just like they're coming through. They're coming through.
It's like family.
It is. Well, not my family, but no, it's like a well-oiled machine in terms of putting this thing together.
And
sure.
I heard you talk a lot about the mobile unit. Mm-hmm. The mobile unit's going to be there tomorrow, and I understand they're going to do mammogram.
Yeah, so we
probably
have
exams, breast exams.
Yep, we got 2 doing that. So one of our partners and collaborators with ABCD, Keisha, is just phenomenal community resource. She's going to be taking care of breast health because let's be real, in our community, Black women, breast cancer treats us differently than it does for everybody else. So that early detection, even just in my personal network, women under 35 are getting breast cancer. So this is not something that's far off in the distance. This is happening. So that early detection is key. So there will be a mammography bus there tomorrow, but we will also have our mobile unit there doing health checks and health screens. So come on and actually see it.
It is so important to detect early breast cancer. I am a 7-year breast cancer survivor.
What? Why did I not know that?
You didn't know?
Well, first off, right? Because you're here and we appreciate. So was it early detection?
Early detection. Early detection. Through my mammogram, you guys.
Yeah. Listen, it's about that time for me. So 45 is a big year. I get to have all the fun probing, but it's important because I believe you can look one way on the outside and have all of these things going on inside. Again, I mentioned my uncle, super healthy, super fit, outrun me, eats well, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, heart attack. So it's real. This is real. So again, this is your opportunity. We're going to have some fun, but the serious side is the screenings for tomorrow.
We really, really, really cannot promote enough.
Yes.
The early detection.
Yes.
Going to the doctor, preventative medicine, preventative visits.
Yes.
Preventative. When I tell you the breast cancer, I felt nothing. I didn't feel sick. Yeah. I did not feel a lump. I caught mine so early that I couldn't even feel a lump. So therefore, you may not feel it. So it is important that you get this early detection from a machine that can read far better than us trying to feel for a lump.
Right. It's like AI, but you know, for the health purposes. I love that. So ladies, we're talking to you. Gentlemen, we're talking to you as well. So get scheduled to get all of those annual, your colonoscopies, your blood work, making sure you're screened for heart disease, diabetes, all of those make a huge difference in our lives. So you're going to kick your feet up on Sunday. Then we're back at it, taking walk-ins on Monday, right? We're right back at it. We're getting the dental care. We're making sure that the pharmacy piece is solid. Let me ask just about the community services piece. So as we know, resources are being cut. All of these things are getting cut. The community folks that are going out are providing those overnight services, blankets, housing, making those connections and resources. When we come back from the break, I want to talk about how they our I keep saying standing in the gap because that's really what we're doing. So we'll talk about that with President and CEO Julia Harris Robinson when we come back from break. I am Ebony Ssali, and you are listening to Community Heartbeat presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. We'll be right back. presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. Not just the show. This is a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness, keeping your heart pumping with positivity. I'm Ebony Ssali, and this time we've been talking to Don Cohen, who had to get out of here. He making more connections, and President and CEO Outreach Community Health Centers, Julia Harris Robinson. We were talking during the break just about how important this work is, what we hope continues forward. And so we were talking about the community services piece. So we got the primary care when you show up at the clinic. We've got the dental piece. We've got the behavioral health. And if at nothing else, therapy should be on everybody's radar at the very, very least.
Absolutely.
But as those issues accelerate, we have more advanced care for that. So that part is covered. But community services is a piece that sometimes we forget. And I say forget using that loosely, but it's the connection to benefits. It's the connection to housing. It's the making the connections to the resources that you need. How important is that for the work that we're doing?
I think one of the things people don't understand about Outreach Community Health Center is we do a multitude of services. We can help you. Our case managers, our community service case managers are helping people find jobs, find housing, find get on food share. They're helping them to get Social Security disability. If you don't have health insurance, we're helping you to get into the marketplace and get health insurance. And speaking of the marketplace, one of the things that we didn't talk about is what's going to happen to the marketplace with the government changes that are coming down the pipeline.
We know you're at the top, making sure that all of these changes are not only explained but implemented. So just tell us about what's on the horizon.
So with the marketplace insurance, right now it is supplemented and it is discounted at a rate to people so people can afford it. What's happening is they're cutting it.
So that $10 a month that you might be getting for health coverage or $50 a month, they're cutting that supplement. So you might see that go up to $200 a month.
Absolutely.
More than that.
And that might be unaffordable for most people who are on the marketplace insurance. So for us, we're still going to cover you. You still can come to Outreach Community Health Center and be seen. We have what we call a sliding fee program.
Tell us about the sliding fee.
The sliding fee program allows you to come and be seen based on your income. So if your income allows you to fall in the category where you pay $20 for your visit, well, if your visit came to $350, we're going to bill you $20 for your visit as long as you qualify for our sliding fee program. And that is how we're going to continue to operate so that we can make sure everyone still has access to health care.
So instead, let me just make sure this mic is on. So if your visit initially would be $350, you come into Outreach and on the sliding fee, it's $20, $30. That's real. So like that, as my parents say, that's real money, right? That's not coming out of your pocket. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it.
And it's not even girl math.
Right. That's real money. That's real money. So just some of those barriers to care, it used to be that you could not have any health coverage, or you would use the emergency room as some people are doing, or you wait until issues get so big that you need urgent care. This is saying preventative primary care services at an affordable cost. There is no catch. There is no hook. It's not like you're going to get a bill in the mail later. That's crazy. So if that is an access to care or a barrier to access, I should say, this is an opportunity to overcome that barrier. And if you want insurance, but you're not sure what to do, the community services comes in for that. So it's only one place to be tomorrow. Listen, only one place to be. Wake up, get your breakfast, get your coffee, come and see Outreach Community Health Center at the 2025 Community Health and Resource Fair, 220 West Capitol Drive, free and open to the public, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If nothing else, come out and meet the CEO, get a couple of screenings, get your babies checked, grab some school supplies so that they're set, some books, some food. NOV will be broadcasting live there. So there's only one place to be. I want to meet you. Come out and say, hey, you are listening to Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. Thank you, CEO, President Julia Harris Robinson.